Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another CRYPTA reaction. After a little bit of research, I realized that I Resign is actually a new single from an album that hasn't come out yet. So I'm going to be excited to check it out because after checking out the last song you guys recommended me, I actually went through the whole album and really enjoyed it. Then you guys gave me some history that it's a mixture of a couple of different bands coming together to create this one, and Nervosa, which I've always heard about, but never got into the band. So I would ask for some recommendations from that band as well. But for those who are not aware, I tend to express myself 100%. If I don't like something, you're going to hear it, but I'll be polite about it to create interesting conversations around the music we listen to. That being said, let's get into this one and see what it's all about. And Napalm Records is just killing it. They have so many different bands and so many different genres. All right, see what we got here. Well, first of all, I said this the first time and I'll say it now. I love her vocals and her energy. But for some reason, it didn't connect with me. I'm hearing some Chuck Schuldiner in here with Death. And I think I called this band thrash metal last time. And I definitely see myself correcting myself after listening to the previous album. That's more of a kind of a death metal mix in here. But no matter what the genre is, this is pretty badass. And I love the energy they're coming with it. They're coming 100% raw energy, and I love that raw energy. I actually talk about that. A lot of modern bands tend to miss it, and this band definitely brings it. Yeah, this is the same case I think I had with the first single, where this is not immediate. I don't think this band is immediately catchy. Just like Death, actually, when I first listened to them, they were not immediately. As a matter of fact, I didn't like Death in the beginning. My God, how dare I say this? I didn't like them in the beginning. I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get the sound. Now I know better with CRYPTA because I listened to the full album and I kind of realize how they write songs. And for me, it's a band that's a grower. And as they grow, they kind of envelop you. I really like the progressions, like on a logical level. I really love the progressions and the places they're taking their music and the influences of their music. And I also want to see how it progresses to the end, because I remember on the first reaction, I was saying essentially the same things until the second part of the song kicked in and the solo from Anubis kicked in. I was just like, holy fuck. And it just kind of took me over. Yeah, the solo was nice here as well. And I think this band shines the brightest in terms of songwriting, because the variety is what's really on display. Uh, in terms of the skill, I think they're skillful and they're good and they play well, but it's the culmination of the elements that really, I think, is what resonates with people and the reason they kind of talk about them. There's many bands I listen to where, on a technical level, they're not even half of Crypta, but for some reason, the way they write songs, it just clicks. And here they have the skill to match the songwriting, which is cool. But it's not. I'm not immediately hooked in with this. So, like, for example, when I heard Asphyx, I was immediately hooked in. When I heard Massacre, I was immediately hooked in. For some reason, I'm not particularly immediately hooked in. I feel like after a couple of listens, it's you're gonna get into the groove of it. Yeah, this was cool. I can definitely see why people are into this. So let me make sure I didn't miss anything that is. Yeah, it's like credits. Uh, it's nice to see that there's so many bands now that are coming out with such quality material. I mean, this is not a new band; it's a combination of guys, like girls from different bands coming together to create this project. From the Cobra Spell, right? And Nervosa and whatever the other band was, I forgot. It's nice to see them come together. I like Anubis in this project more than I do Cobra Spell. I think she shines here as a guitarist more. I talked about how the Cobra Spell, I just kind of wasn't digging the whole Motley Crue over sexualization going on here. I enjoy that these girls are dressed like badasses in here and just absolutely fucking shred their instruments. That's me personally. Everybody has their own opinion and they come from a different point of view. Now, I would like to hear yours actually as well on your particular thoughts on this single and maybe even comparisons to what you prefer from Nervosa, Cobra Spell, Crypta, so we can have this kind of interesting conversation. More recommendations from those bands as well. Perhaps I judged Cobra Spell too harshly just based on one song. And guys, make sure to enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Keep it metal.